Same day, new episode. Welcome back to Set a Ridiculous Goal for Yourself. I'm going to create a playlist and you'll be able to watch all these videos if you want to see how I am doing on my ridiculous goal. My name is Octavia the Great and I'm a hip hop artist and I sell my albums direct to consumer. I have recently set a ridiculous goal for myself for my new project that I just put out called Still Collecting Data. And my ridiculous goal is to go from 10 album sales to 323 album sales by November 30th. In my last video, I gave y'all 4 steps on how I plan to do this. In this video, I'm going to go a little bit more into detail on how I plan to do it. My last video, I said number 1 is your mindset. Do not despise small beginnings. If you're offended by selling one album, reconsider what you're doing. That is fucking amazing to be able to sell one album in a streaming era. You're amazing. Clap for yourself. Know that. Number 2 from the last video was what systems do I need to put in place? Because selling direct to consumer but DMing people individually is not the way that I plan to go from 10 album sales just in the last 6 days to 323 album sales within 30 days, right? There need to be systems put in place. There needs to be an understanding on how to reach a larger amount of people, number 1, and how to convert those offers into sales, number 2. So reach, convert. Last video, I also talked about keeping your overhead low. If you're spending more than what you're making, you're bankrupt, period. In life and business and anything, emotionally, spiritually, however you look at it, if you're giving more than you're receiving, you are bankrupt. You're in the negative and you need to change quickly for your health's sake, whichever type of health that is, financial health and well-being, spiritual health and well-being, physical health, and you can't give more than what you have, period. I don't know why I felt like staying there for a second, but just remember that you cannot give more than what you have. So your overhead needs to be low. And then number 4 was generate and test. When you're creating these systems and you set it up and you start generating and test, you need to see, is my outcome desirable or is it less than desirable? If it's less than desirable, what do you go back to? You generate and test. Generate and test until you get a desirable outcome. That's basically in a nutshell what video 1 was about when it comes to setting a ridiculous goal for yourself. Video 2. This is video 2. Set a ridiculous goal for yourself. Number 1, improve your offers. Take a look at your offers and improve the way that you structure your offers so that they convert better. Now, that's way easier said than done, but let's go back to the last step from the last video, generate and test. When it comes to your offers, you still have to generate and test, generate and test. If you want to make more money, don't think work harder, think make more offers, period. Now, number 2 from this video is multiply how many offers you make. Just like I said, stop thinking about working harder to make more money and start thinking about making more offers to get more people to accept. Number 1, making better offers, making more offers, and converting more offers. So multiply the number of offers you make. Now, let's go into a little bit more detail on how I plan to multiply the offers that I make. Number 1, I created a newsletter. I don't know if you've ever been on YouTube and just listen to people who say they make a lot of money on social media and how they do it versus people who actually make a lot of money on social media or on the internet, period, and how they do it. The people who actually make the money create newsletters for people to subscribe to, and then they actually sell ad space on their newsletter because they can do that. As long as it's done with integrity and you're not just doing it to try to scale up your income really quick, right? This is not a really quick thing. This is not a really quick thing. That's all I can say. So if you can just scroll right now, if you think this is a quick way to make a bunch of money as an independent artist, it is not. This is a system that I am testing and I'm sharing it as I do it. So to multiply the amount of offers that I make, I made a newsletter. The next thing I want to do is start leveraging other people's audience. How do I do that? I create content. Every time a person shares my work, right? I am leveraging their audience. I do collaborations with other artists. Now I'm leveraging their audience and their audience is being turned on to me. Even if you think everybody in their circle knows who you are, chances are they do not. So when you collaborate with other artists, other creators, right, you are leveraging their audience. And especially if more so if you can provide them value as well. So I wouldn't reach out to people that I can't also provide value to, right? So then you have podcasts, right? Reaching out to podcasts. There's so many. Go on Threads and just type whose podcast can I come on? And you will get so many inquiries. You will have to actually filter some out. Like, no, I don't want to do that one. No, I don't. And that's the mindset. You don't want to have the mindset of let me do everything I can possibly do to make this happen. You want to have a filter mindset. Let me only do what's aligned with my brand, aligned with who I am, aligned. It's all about alignment. It's not about chasing anything or trying to make something happen. It's about aligning with what is already there, right? And so in order to do that, you yourself would have had to done the self-work to say, okay, this is who I am as an artist. This is what I stand for. This is what I'm going to align with because it's already aligned with who I am and what I want to kind of grow in, right? So if you haven't done that, I'll actually create my next video on that because I'm realizing that probably a lot of artists haven't really tapped into their niche, right? And when I say niche, I don't mean it in a way that, find your niche. No, like that's really something that can benefit you if you have a specific lane. Like for me, my specific lane is healing rap, right? So my niche would be anything to do with neuroscience and the way that words affect the body, the brain, even your life, right? And not only just neuroscience, but healing, sound therapy, like all of that, which is becoming a really, really popularized thing, but doing it from a very genuine heart because I'm doing it in my own life. I see the difference it makes when I speak to myself differently. I saw myself create the world that I currently live in. So if I created this world, how could I not create another one? I just don't see how it can happen. So, anyway, quick recap, improve your offers. And if you don't know what an offer is, I would go look up Myron Golden. I would search YouTube and just look up how to make good offers, right? Because good offers is let me see, how can I say this? Don't quit your job unless you know how to make a good offer. That's the offset, right? A lot of us had this really big burst of energy like a few years ago where we all wanted to become entrepreneurs and we all quit our jobs. But some of us had to go back to work because we didn't make that transition from clocking in to make money to now making good offers and understanding what people actually want and what they actually need, offering it to them, and having that offer convert into dollars to help us sustain our livelihood is the transition that people need to make as entrepreneurs, right? If you don't know how to make a good offer, it's going to be hard to make sales because truly, I'm not selling people anything. I am offering something of value that they find beneficial and they just don't know about it yet. And so I'm telling them about it and letting them decide if it's something that can provide value to their life or not. And that's a good offer. A good offer is not going in everybody's inbox saying, hey, this and this and that. Can you buy this? Would you buy this? Can you support? Can you support? And that's okay. If you start there, you're a bold person because some people won't even try to sell the music that they make, right? So if that's where you start, that's okay. But let's revolutionize our thought process. Let's now, because with that, you're going to make some sales, but you're going to make some sales from people who, I guess, really like you and want to support. But I want more than support dollars. I want to make a difference in people's life. Like I genuinely made a difference in your life and that's why you purchased this. That's the type of energy, because money is an energy. The type of energetic money that I want flowing to me is I'm buying this because it changed something. It altered the way I see something. It literally help me in some type of way. That's why I purchased.